When you go back to Mozambique to visit your family, do you like breathe a sigh of relief? Like finally, like, this is so much nicer.
Actually, no. Again, it comes down,
Okay.
I guess, for being mixed again. To give an
Yeah.
example, I never thought, and even in South Africa, in this particular trip, I was playing with people. So where do I'm from? And I got like Moroccan, I got Congolese, I got places that I never thought. But even when I was in the Middle East, people would greet him salam alaikum. And I know how to answer alaikum salam, but it stops there. And I know a few words in Arab. But I guess it's very easy for you to think that I'm local and I'm from your tribe. If I tell you, "Man, my mother is black and my dad was colored, can you please, just stay with me in the same environment nicely and peacefully?" People sort of like
Mm,
understand that. So that's when
mm.
people usually ask me stuff around racism or that. For me, it's very hard to give you the perspective that other people will, because it's not how sort of like I grew up, even within my own family. To give an idea, I have white cousins, I have black cousins, I have Arab cousins. So for me, there's a conversation that's like doesn't really resonate in the way that resonates with other people. Not because they were wrong, just I didn't have those experiences growing up.
Julio, what I love about you is that you have such a positive outlook on life. And in the United States lately, there's something of what we call woke and people who are very victim focused,
Yeah.
victim. And so everybody, not everybody, but many people try to be the victim and want to be the victim in the United States, and like I'm oppressed and stuff like that. And so what happens is that people of mixed race, of mixed backgrounds, people who kind of look like you, kind of tannish skin, they'll then say like, I've got the worst of both worlds. It's terrible because I'm neither white, I'm not accepted in the white community, and the black community rejects me and says you're not black, and just everybody rejects me. I'm the victim. It's hard. I can't integrate anywhere. And so this is their attitude. And so just
Yeah.
because they want to be the victim so badly. And so it's like, my God, it's like, why can't you look at it on the positive? Why can't you look at it like Julio looks at it, which is, hey, I've got the best of both worlds here. I can integrate anywhere I want, and I'm accepted anywhere I want. I mean, that's the empowering way of looking at things, and that's probably why you're successful, and why these victim people who are just crying about how they're miserable being mixed race are sad and despondent and not
I
getting
mean,
anywhere in life.
and absolutely. I always say that it's usually people tell you out loud stuff that you'd be telling yourself in silence. You know, uh,
Right.
I've been in many situations, especially here in South Africa, where someone will consider as an act of racism towards me, and I'm clueless, like completely clueless, and not because I'm ignorant, just because it is not in it's not in my radar. The other day I was riding the whole train. It's like the subway here, and I was sitting like in front of me. There was this old white lady, and she started really staring at me. I was like, well, maybe she's mistaking me for someone else. It happens. And I was like, so are you
Or
okay?
or maybe I'm just really good looking. I mean, that could be
Exactly,
it too.
right? But like an old lady on a subway, let me sure that she's safe, right? And I was like, hi, so how are you? Is there any problem? She goes like, no, but what are you? And I started laughing immediately. I was like, well, I think I'm a human being. I don't know. Some days I think that I'm an alien, right? And she goes, but no, but what's your background? And I look back to my chair and I go like, a blue chair? She's like, no, no, you are not white. And I'm like, of course I'm not white. You're not black. I'm like, okay. And she goes like, you look like colored. And colored here in South Africa is the mixture of black
Yeah.
and white. And
Right.
but she goes, but those eyes of yours, they're quite like close, so you're not fully a colored. And I'm like, you're getting there. And she goes, oh my God, you are mixed. I'm like, yes, you nailed it in the
Oh,
head.
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna pray for him. Like, please do pray. I know I'm taking prayers. And then she leaves in the next stop. And I was two friends, actually, a white and a black friend. They were pissed off. I was having the
Mm,
time of my life with this lady. They make me laugh a
mm,
lot, but they were quite pissed off. And it's because
mm.
for me, there was never an engagement of a racist behavior. But again, I don't come with that mindset first. So I think people also feel awkward on doing that with someone that feels confident and is confident in his own skin. So I guess I'm trying to go back to your point that if you're feeling a victim, people will actually confirm that. So you need to change how you feel about yourself first so that people can start treating you as you want to be treated. Because in the end of the day, you give the world example on how to treat you. And you don't get what you
Very
wish, you
well
get
said.
what you tolerate. So the responsibility is in you first and foremost.
I love what you're saying there, Julio. It's so well said. And I really appreciate that because I think sometimes you're right. If you want to be a victim, there's no shortage of things that you can find.
Not at all.
there's a there's a long list.
I have them as
Almost
well.
every single one. Exactly right. Whenever you need to feel sorry for yourself, there's that list.
Yeah.
But it's true.